Ahead of us is the National Gallery. It was founded by King George IV in the early 1800s. He started by donating 16 paintings from the royal collection, but these days it has over 2,000 artworks in there, masterpieces as well, by European masters. If you go inside, you can see artworks that date back from medieval times right through to more modern times. It gives you a good understanding of how art developed in Europe over the centuries, and it's absolutely free to get inside. On the far side of the National Gallery is also the entrance into the National Portrait Gallery as well, which is also free. It has some quite fantastic pictures or portraits of kings and queens of old. Up ahead of us, between the National Gallery and Trafalgar Square, there's a paved area. There used to be several lanes of traffic here, making Trafalgar Square into a very busy, very large roundabout. You can imagine cars and taxis and buses whizzing around at a very fast rate. That's what used to happen about 10 years ago, 9 years ago, until they filled it in to make it safer for people to get across. But here in Trafalgar Square, we've got a busy day. It's the Trafalgar Square Festival. You might see dances and different things taking place here, with some exhibitions and things that they'll have on during the day. And the telecast of the Olympic Games as well. Just over to your left-hand side on the fourth plinth, the plinth that's nearest us, you see a piece of modern art. It looks like colourful perspex. It's only a temporary piece that's up there by the German artist Thomas Schutter. It's meant to be the hotel for the pigeons. Trafalgar Square used to be famous for its pigeons, but pigeons have become quite a nuisance. The council don't want them here anymore because pigeons make up a whole lot of pigeon mess, and that's very expensive to try and clean off. There's an on-the-spot fine for feeding the pigeons here, and in the morning they have a falconer who comes around and flies away.
Wow. Saying that way, aren't they? The cities, we're doing all the capitals of Europe, that's what we should do, isn't it? Bus tour of all the capitals of Europe. Yeah, then we'll go after further afield. What we do is Paris soon, Brussels, and just around the whole lot.
On either side of Nelson's column, we have a statue of two men. Nearest us, to your left-hand side, there's a statue of General Napier. He served in India in the mid-1800s. He was very popular with his own men, also popular necessarily over in India, but popular with his own men. He outlawed the practice of sucking in India. If you don't know what that is, it was the old practice of when a husband passed away, the wife, even two of them, if there's more than one wife, no matter what their ages were, 12 years old, they could stand on the husband's funeral pyre and burn to death along with it. So the practice of sucking, he outlawed that practice in India. Between the front two lions, you can see a depiction of the Battle of Trafalgar, Nelson being carried away off the top of his ship, and on the other side of Nelson we have Major General Havelock, who also served in India. There's a pigeon on his head there. Over to your right hand side is South Africa House, South Africa's High Commission. You see lots of Jamaican people out there at the moment, supporting their runners, taking part in the Olympic Games. If you drove directly up the hill ahead of us, you'd find Charing Cross Road, a according to the last Harry Potter book, it's somewhere off Charing Cross Road that you'll find the Leafy Cauldron and Diagon Alley, as long as you're not on Muggle Road. The church over to your left is St Martin in the Fields Church. It's the local parish church to Buckingham Palace, where Prince Charles was baptised. It has a gift shops in London and a cafe down there as well. It's not you might like going to the crypt of St Martin in the Fields Church and that's something to do there. We're on a street that's called Strand. It comes from a Germanic word meaning beach or bank. This is one of the beach or the banks of the Thames. Is there anybody out for the Strand at the moment? Maybe from upstairs. Cheers. The building is coming up to your left-hand side now in grey stone where the trees are. This is Zimbabwe House, Zimbabwe's embassy. They have the Zimbabwean flag right on the very top of it. This is all part of the West End. You'll find lots of theatres around the area. But up behind the buildings to your left-hand side, you find Covent Garden Market. So that's the shopping area, the market, with restaurants and bars and street performers. If you want to go up to Covent Garden Markets, you can take the next street to your left-hand side, Southampton Street, and it's less than a minute up the hill. Anybody out here for Covent Garden Markets at all? Nobody from upstairs, thank you.
No.
Covent Garden Markets were made famous by the movie My Fair Lady with Audrey Hepburn playing Eliza Doolittle.
Yeah.
And they are up the next street to your left-hand side. You'll see part of it having a glass roof on the top, the Apple Market. It started out as a convent garden and a countryside area. Nuns growing vegetables for poor people in order to feed them. And got changed into a fruit and vegetable market. They don't have fruit and vegetables up there anymore though. Gifts and different things you'll find up there. Straight ahead of us we have a church called St Mary the Strand Church. It's where Charles Dickens' parents lived a long time ago. And it's turned into a street that's called Orphanage, comes from Old Northward, meaning Old Village. It's all part of the West End. We have lots of theatres around here. Is there anybody out for the West End stop, the Aldwych stop at the moment?
I think you might have done, yeah.
Nobody from upstairs. Cheers.
Umbrella.
We'll go down.
Down those stairs.